Hey everyone from KPMG, welcome to this yoga practice that's part of Advisor University. I'm Joe. Today we're going to do a yoga practice. It's going to be all levels. You don't need anything but yourself and maybe a yoga mat. And we're going to learn a little bit about what yoga means. And actually the translation of yoga means to bring together, to unite. So when we do yoga practice, we're actually uniting one, our body, and the other part, our breath. So let's begin standing at the front of your mat. Our breath is so important in yoga, so we're just going to place some emphasis on yogic breathing and begin standing up nice and tall, working on our posture and dropping our arms down our sides. So just place an emphasis on your breath, and you can close your eyes and do this. In through the nose and out. So we are trying to unite our body and our breath by breathing through the belly and up into the chest. So we're going to start with some half sun salutations. If you open your eyes up here, we're going to stretch the arms, open them out towards the sides. And inhale, reach to the top. Try to stretch out your arms. Bring your hands together and feel them tensing together up overhead. Take another inhale, lean back ever so slightly. And then I'm going to turn sideways so you can see here, pushing the hips back and swan diving the arms out. Exhale and going into a forward fold. Try also to drop your head and neck here. And it's the first one, so I'm just going to loosen up a little bit more of the neck. So you can stay here a little bit longer and shake the head no. Shake the head yes. Ever feels kind of nice here. Loosen up your spinal column, loosen up your back. On an inhalation, we're going to flatten the back out, look forward, inhale. And on an exhalation, we're going to bow back down to a forward fold. So we're uniting the breath and the body together with movement. And inhale, standing up, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, I want you to try to lean back a little bit and then relax the arms down to the sides. So let's get into some progressive movement here. Remember to go with the breath on inhalation. Taking the arms, lifting them up. Squeezing up through your abdominals. Exhalation, swan diving the arms and your upper body down to a forward fold. Breathing out. Breathing in, coming up, lengthening the back out. Inhale. Breathing out, exhaling, folding forward. Let's make sure we move with the breath and lift your arms up on an inhalation. Exhale, and come up and relax your arms to your sides. Let's do that 2 more times. Unite your breathing and your movement. Inhale. Exhale. Everything is moving. Inhale. But your breath is the part that's moving you. Exhale. Inhale. Coming on up. Using your core, your abdominal system. Exhale, leaning back. Let's take your arms to your sides. Do that once more. Inhale, sweeping the arms. Looking up. Exhale, swan diving the arms down. Inhale, lengthening the back. Exhale, folding forward. And inhaling, coming up, reaching back. Good. Exhale, arms to your sides. Let's try that once more. Breathing in. Try to use dynamic resistance, which means like stretching up as you're going up and stretching down as you're going downwards. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the back out here. Exhale, fold forward. And inhaling, coming on up. We're going to reach those arms back. And then come up and lower the arms to your sides. So we're loosening up, we're just getting started. Shake out your arms, your legs. Now in an inhalation, just take that left arm up. Try to keep your chin pretty close next to your shoulder. Slightly rotate your right side forward. You can leave your hand right here. So we're leaning towards your right side, creating a side bend in this half moon. So we're going to unite your mind and your breath right here in this stretch. Try to maybe look up towards your hand. And this is a pretty big pose, so often we might tend to hold the breath a little bit here because it's such a large pose in the side of our body. But if you can remember, try to remember, breathe and lengthen up on that inhale. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, breathe. And you don't have to go much further into the stretch, but try to go further if you like on the exhale. So inhale, lengthen up that arm. Exhale, side stretch. And inhale, coming on up. I like to keep that arm up, going back to the beginning, and then just releasing that palm down, using that dynamic resistance on the way down. Good, let's sweep both those arms up. Inhale. Exhale, arms to your sides. We're going to switch to that next side, so lift up just your right arm. I'm going to keep my hand on the other side, so I remember just to kind of keep my hips squared off. Remember to lengthen up that arm on the inhalation. And let's kind of stretch to that side, pushing on the exhalation. Lengthening up, maybe looking up towards that hand. Exhale. Half moon pose. So we're waking up our whole physical system. Stretching out the lats, stretching out the scapula, stretching out your shoulder, even everything from your legs and your arms, everything in between, and hold for 3. Take a nice deep breath, 2, and 1. And I want you to inhale, take that arm, come up, and exhale, relax that arm down. Inhale, sweep both arms up, look up, exhale, swan dive the arms down, forward fold. Good work, everybody. So far, take the head and neck, shake it around again, shake it no, big yes. And if you like to here, grab your elbows and just sway out to your side. We're going to go left side, right side a little bit. Literally, let's all hang out wherever you are. Loosening up your spine, your neck, your arms. Exhale, drop those arms when we're ready. Set your hands up to the top of your mat. Step your feet to the back of your mat. Lift your hips up. Lengthen out your back. Try to spread out your fingers, your toes in downward facing dog. Let's try to work up to 5 breaths here. So take a nice deep breath in. Lift your hips up. Exhale. 1. Try to also maybe work on pushing your heels down if you want to stretch out your hamstrings. Fully in, letting go. 2. Fully in. Letting go. 3. Fully in. Almost there. 4. And remember to breathe fully in. Holding that down dog. And exhale. Nice. Let's come down to the floor. Tap your knees. We're going to try to open up those knees as wide as you like here. But I like trying to keep those big toes together. So sitting back on your heels or just towards your heels. And we're going to stretch those arms up to the top of the mat and rest the head into our child's pose. You can rub your forehead against the mat. And let it pressure points on that forehead area. That is very soothing, good for sinuses, good for just calming, relaxation. At any point in today's practice, remember that you can just enjoy the child's pose, go into it later, stay a little bit longer. It's your safety zone. Relax. Try to come up when you're ready into our tabletop position. So here, I'm lining up my shoulders under the hands. I'm trying to keep it that way because I want to use my arms in this cat and cow exercise that we'll do. And I'm lining up my hips under my knees. So let's take some cats and cows right here. Notice I'm moving the back and spine, and I'm moving the hips. I'm tilting them down and tilting them up. So really I want to try to use the whole back here. So I'm going to add in a little bit more to the head, and I'm going to lift up and open the belly and chest. Looking up, and then I'm going to round, and I'm going to draw up the abdominals and lower that head down. So I'm going to do this a few more times. I want you to join in and do it as well, where every time that you're looking up, and it's a cow position, or sometimes I call cat lift, that we're inhaling. And it's so important that we do that because we're expanding the lungs, opening up the chest, the shoulders, and then on an exhalation, we're slightly drawing those abdominals up. So exhale in cat. Remember, I'm looking down, I'm arching the spine. Inhale up into that cat lift. And exhale into cat. And if you had a few minutes to do yoga, try to do this exercise as often as you can. Lifting your gaze on up and rounding your back. So again, we're uniting our breath and our bodies. Get into a flow state right here, where we don't have to overcomplicate or think about cat and cow. We're just letting our breath start to dictate our movement. Inhale up into cat, exhale into cat. Inhale up into cat lift, excuse me. Exhale out into cat. Okay, take a child's pose, stretch the arms. Inhale, roll up the table. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, try to bend your knees, step jumper. Hop up to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen the back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, reach back. Exhale, arms to your sides. Let's move a little bit here. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, reaching back. Exhale, bowing forward, stepping back in a down dog. Rolling into now a plank position. Breathe here. So important that in these challenging poses that we just work on the breath. Exhale when you're ready. Tap the knees. Try to lower down the low back, middle back, chin, chest. And then real big breath in here. I want you to try to lift up your back. Cobra pose. And if you need to take it a little bit more easy on that cobra and maybe come down on your forearms and your elbows. Push down to that lower back and lift the heart. Sphinx position. Or inhale up cobra position. Whatever it is that you are, just remember to inhale. Exhale back in a down dog. We're going to try to do that once more. Back in a down dog, breathing in and out. And fully, and out. Bending the knees, walking, stepping, or just doing a little hop up to the front of the mat, lengthening out the back. Breathing in. Breathing out, forward folding, and then breathing in, sweeping the arms up, reaching back, remember, and relax the arms once more. So this is called a little Vinyasa. And Vinyasa means to move with intention. Intentionally. Fold forward on the exhale. Step back. Inhale, plank. Or you can drop the knees. Low back, middle back, chin. Sphinx pose. Or up into that cobra. Try to relax your shoulders. Exhale back up into downward facing dog. Breathe into it fully. Breathe out. Great movement, everybody. Notice how important the breath is when we're moving, and also when we're just in a stillness like down dog. Our breath is so important in yoga. Also very important to our well-being, physically, mentally. Let's take it easy and walk those hands and feet together. We'll hang out in that forward fold. If you want to take your hands and wrap them around the back of your legs here, we can kind of stretch and go a little bit more in this pose. Good, I'm going to dangle those arms, slowly come on up, relax, vertebrae by vertebrae, come up, roll the shoulders back. I want you to take your feet about the width of your mat with your toes slightly out. Breathe in, sweep the arms up, breathe out, come into a squat, and lower as low as you can get here. If you want to, stay right here, up a little bit or all the way down. Inhale, lengthen the back. Now squeeze up your abdominals and try to come up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up, reach up. Once more, hands to heart. Unite with the breath. Inhale, arms. Exhale, sit. 3, 2, 1. Try to keep your weight back on your heels and your hips. Breathe in. Now exhale, squeeze and come up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach up, exhale, hands to heart. Once more. 1, 2. Now these are full body stretches and strengthening right here. 3. And hands to heart. Good, let's come down to the floor, you guys. Great job. Let's take our seated position here. Good, breathe in, lift the shoulders up. Breathe out, draw them down. Move around your head, your neck. Breathe in, take your left ear out to that left shoulder. Breathe out, take your head, swing it down, go to that other side. Loosen up any tension that's around your neck. And when you're ready, we'll sit back up again, stretch both your legs straight out in front of you. I'm going to put my hands back here for a moment. So on inhalations, if we always remember to get length in the inhalations, we're going to oxygenate our body, we're going to fill up our lungs, and we're going to get a nice length in the back. So inhale right here, try to keep your legs straight. Exhale, we're going to extend the arms, reach out. Exhale as much as you can out. Reach as far as forward as you can, and then just let those arms relax. You really don't have to reach the toes in this stretch here, but lengthen the back as much as you can. Wiggle your hips back if that's more comfortable. Exhale, try to bring your forehead down. So this pose, you might be feeling it, and maybe we're feeling it all different places. Where stretching out hamstrings right here, which if we're sitting or we're on our legs and feet a lot, our hamstrings can get quite tight. Our low back right here, I like to just sometimes do a little massages and work on some body taps. That low back here is in a position where it's stretching. If this is too much, or maybe you are going too much into this pose, just back off here a little bit. Lift, lengthen out the back, and then reset. And don't go too deep into this pose if you don't need to. Let's hold for 5 more breaths. Focus on your breathing. Deep inhalations through the nose. And deep exhalations. So where do you breathe? As long as you are breathing in yoga, that is great, and that is what you should be doing, is just breathing. But optimally, breathe just through the nose. Because nasal breathing has been shown to be much more effective in yoga, rather than letting out a lot on that exhale or becoming more of dependent on breathing through the mouth. nasal breathing has been shown to be much more beneficial in yogic work, exercise, and just in well-being. Take our last breath right here. Breathe in and breathe out. Coming back up when you're ready. Breathing in, lengthening, breathing out. So we're going to keep just that right leg stretched out here. We're going to bring that left foot inside of that right leg. Same thing that we're going to do here, except slightly we're going to turn that left shoulder into this right leg. So as we're lengthening out the back and arms, we'll inhale and do the same thing here, exhaling and bowing forward. Move with the breath. Unite your breathing and your body. Lengthening out the back, exhaling, forward folding. Just like in cat and cow, where we're lengthening up, looking up, we're doing the same exact thing here. We're exhaling and we're rounding or forward folding a bit further. Let's do 2 more breaths. I'm going to try to place my forehead down on the knee, which you don't need to here. If you don't have to, but you can also work on bringing that knee up and placing it on your forehead. Good. Breathing in, coming back up. Breathing out. Let's work on switching out those legs, bringing left leg out and bringing that right foot in. Remember here, we're not going to the center. We're going to turn slightly to that left side. So draw on that right shoulder. Draw up the arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. 5 breaths right here in that one-legged forward fold stretch. So about 5 to 7 breaths is where we get the benefit of flexibility. So each pose where we want to work on flexibility, we try to stay in for at least 5 to 7 breaths and move into stillness. Breathing in, finding length, breathing out, and trying to be still. You can work again on placing your forehead down on your knee. Make sure you're breathing through the nose. Breathing and coming back up when you're set. Lift up your heart and chest. Stretch your right leg out with your left leg. We're going to shake out those legs a little bit here. Bring that blood flow and energy back up the legs. Next, bring your feet in together. Wiggle your hips back a few more times. Once more, breathe in, lengthen the back. Breathe out, bow forward. So if you want to work on a little more core here, we'll try this little exercise from the forward fold. And you can stay a little bit longer, but when you are ready, coming up, seeing if you can grab maybe the ankles, or maybe get your big toes into your hands with your peace fingers. Bring those feet in a little bit closer. Use your core muscles to try to sit up, and then here we go, trying to lift one foot and leg up off the floor. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, we're going to bring that leg down and switch. Left leg up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back down. So sit up, use your abdominals, balance. We'll try one more time, lifting one leg. Maybe lifting and flexing that leg up a little bit higher, balancing and bringing it down. Once more. Lifting that leg up, working the hamstring, working that bicep and shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Practice that again. Or there's always somewhere to go. Try lifting both legs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try lifting up a little bit higher. Try to balance and try to extend those legs up. Use your core muscles. And maybe here, see if you like to let those legs go. Focus on the breath. This is why breathing is so important, you guys. Breathe in. Try to twist to the right side. Breathe out. Breathe in. Pick up the arms. Try to twist to the left side. Breathe out. Once more. Use your breath. Use your core. Twist. 2, 3, 4, 5. And lift up and twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Good. Come down nice and steady. Lay on your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Awesome practice, everybody, and I appreciate your effort today. We'll squeeze the knees. We'll hug them into your chest. We're going to drop those knees out to your right side. I'm going to place my right hand over my legs to add a little bit of weight into this twist. And I'm going to stretch my left arm out. And I really feel that nice twist in the spine right now. So I'm going to breathe into that twist and let my body, let my back and everything settle. We'll make sure we get that next side. So come on up. Squeeze the knees back up into your chest. Pull. And then drop those knees out to your left side. Use your left arm with some weight right there. And twist that right arm out to the side. Bring yourself back up to center. Hug your knees again. Now place your left foot on the floor. Bring your right ankle on the left knee. Drop that right knee down. We're going to open the hip. And the hip openers, there's always, again, somewhere to go. So if you want to lift that left leg up off the floor, thread your right arm through the legs, grab the back of your left leg. Pulling is part of the stretching here. Breathe in and pull a little bit on the exhale. And we'll just do that on the next side. Right leg down, left leg up. Always somewhere to go. So when you want to pull that leg in, bring it on up. Grab the back of your right leg, pull. And bring that foot down. Bring both your feet down. Put your fingertips by your heels and lift your hips up. We'll go to bridge. Bridge pose. Try to lift up your chest and heart. 5. Push through the feet. 4. Breathe in. Push through the feet. Lift your hips up. Breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to rest on the back. We'll flip your palms up. We'll stretch out your legs. We'll go into a little relaxation here. Feel free to take a little bit more time in your relaxation. There's no rush right here. When you're ready, you can pause this video. You can take a little bit longer in your relaxation. It was so nice being with you today, virtually part of this yoga practice for Advisory University. So I appreciate your effort again. I appreciate y'all being here. Enjoy this time in relaxation. And I will see you all soon.